Hello friends and new friends, welcome to another video on my channel. And yes, it's another what is the best character or character variant for Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. But I guess by the title you know I'd be reviewing my my picks for every single variant. That includes citron to cactus for plants, imp to all-star for the zombies. But we're starting on the plant side. So for the plant side and for citron, I'm gonna have to go with iron citron. So for one, yes, I guess at first, please, that obnoxious clingy noise. Anyway, so of course, legendary character. So of course, when he goes into his iron mode, he like destroys everything. The problem is that having one shot for the ammo isn't my cup of tea. Like, yes, I play the super commando a lot for the foot soldier, and that's a 3-shot burst. But that's a one click and then instant reload, because I have, for the super commando, I have damage upgrade and 2 reloads for him. For Iron Citron, I'm pretty sure it's the 2 upload. Oh my gosh, reload. Every time I said upload, just think of reload. Unless I'm talking about my YouTube videos, then no. Um, but his reload speed is still good with the 2 upgrades. It's just for people who are like just starting off with them. They don't have those 2 reload upgrades at the start, so starting with them at the start is very shaky. But once you get those 2 reloads, you don't even need the damage upgrade, because once you have those reloads, he reloads very fast, and if you just hit all your shots, you go into iron mode. I don't think I'll be able to, because I barely actually use this character, but he would be the one I would mainly go to. Oh, might do it. Yeah, there we go. So of course, like a regular legendary character, he gets increased speed. I'm pretty sure he heals. I didn't actually look there. But the biggest part of this is he gets 5 shots from it. Now, if you remember, it was 50 damage right here. And I'm pretty sure it's like increased damage as well. And then it also explodes, which is good. And well, it's also citron, so if you really, he also has this, so if you need speed, you could just do this to get out of a situation. Also, he has 200, yeah, he also has 250 HP, so that's also good, considering he's supposed to be tanky, so 250 is good. So yeah, iron citron for the citron class. Now moving on to Rose. This was actually somewhat hard, but I'm actually choosing Party Rose. As you can see, she's also the only one I have at Specialist. I don't know why I haven't promoted her yet. Whatever. So for one, yeah, she's a legendary, but I guess some people was it the neck rose is better? I never really got to using her, so as of right now, Party Rose would be my go-to, because for one, it's, well, yeah, obviously for one, it's literally just a reskin, and it's literally just a reskin of regular Rose. So actually no, it's literally just regular Rose with a legendary meter, just period, nothing more. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Legendary meter. She does get a pretty decent boost from it. And obviously, if once I try out the neck rose, my opinion will most likely change. But as for now, yeah, Party Rose is my go-to for the Rose class. Now moving on to Colonel Corn. Now this was a hard choice, because I have Party Corn and Commando Corn, but I actually would be going for Party Corn. And yes, I'm aware that he's not even promoted once. In Commando Corn is at is master rank, But if I'm gonna be honest, I'm leaning more to commando corn than party corn, because I guess like all party characters, they're basically the base form. Yes, I don't. I'm mastered out. Please don't hate me. They're basically just legendary versions of the regular variants, and that's not a bad thing. Um, Except I would say Commando Corn is, I would say, ever so slightly better than Party Corn, despite him having a slightly smaller amount of ammo. What I like him more than Party Corn is that, for one, he gets more ammo. I mean, seriously, 30 extra ammo. How awesome! And also I don't know about the other, but this one gets 2 reload upgrades. So that helps you reload for faster. And it also has AOE damage. So that's good. So if you miss your shot, or you're deliberately trying to hit more than one zombie, you could hit one. And if the others are close, then yeah, those would not, they won't get as much damage, but they sure as well get damage that would either, like, it could be 1 damage, but still it's an AOE effect. And then once he goes into full commando, extra speed boost. And yeah, literally look at this, 50, and I'm pretty sure he also gets a damage boost. So speed boost, 30 extra ammo, and 2 reload upgrades, and damage. Just so much. And yeah, that's why I like him. So for the corn class, Commando Corn would be my pick. Now moving on to pea shooter. I guess if you watch my last video, I would be going with Agent P. However, but this may surprise you. I've been recently playing as Electro P. Like, I mean, like, literally, I am specifically saying recently. Like, look at that. I barely use this guy. So, but yeah, Electro P is good since he can blast his P's mid-air. But since it's also electric, it could hit if it hits a zombie. There's another one nearby. Most likely, it would be a chain damage. But that's good. But as of now, I don't have him as master, so I can't really give you my full opinion. Because if I were to give my full opinion on this character, that would be bad, because he isn't even specialist. So obviously, as of now, Agent P is my favorite. So I guess if you watch my last video, yeah, for one, he has the most ammo for a pea shooter, which is 12. Highest damage for, like, as far as I know, I think for the pea shooter class. Correct me if I am wrong. I am not a fanboy for this game. I do love it though. And considering I have played as Fire Pea, and when I reload, I was like, wait, why am I not done reloading? Oh my god, why am I not done reloading? And Fire Pea shooter is cool. It's just, jeez, that reload, it is just so long. He also has good reload, so that's another thing. And well, yeah, the downside is he does lose 25 HP, but higher damage, pretty good fire rate. He's sadly not Z7 imp, but honestly, that's you can't have it all. But and also, yeah, more ammo, more damage, and yeah, for just 25 HP, for me that's pretty good. So that Agent P is, oh shoot, Agent P is my pick for the pea shooter class. All right, we're moving on to the Chomper class. Now, Chomper, when I played this game on the Xbox, and that was like years ago, yeah, I binge play him every waking second I could. And when I saw a character showcase showcasing Hot Rod Chomper, I was like, I want that. It's super rare. I want that so badly. So, and then by like sheer luck, I wasn't even doing this. I somehow got 150 coins in just before it, like before the showcase ended, and I was like, this can't be real. This has to obviously be fake. And obviously, of course, he was like the first character I got to master on my Xbox. The other one being Mob Cobb. But if I'm looking back, I don't know why I like this character so much. I guess I had to start playing him to remember. And when I found out that there's a legendary version of Chomper, I went insane. I was like, I want that. I want that right now. Give it to me right now. But later on, you would find out what actually was placed as my favorite character in this game. You'll find out unless you watch my first video, then you know what it is. Cause actually, he sucks. No offense, but Disco Chomper kind of sucks. His attacks isn't good. Aren't bad. He's not a bad character overall. But the way you fill up his legendary meter has to be the most tedious thing I've ever seen. Like, every single legendary character, it's either kill and then you get it filled. Toxic Brains being the exception where you just had to waltz up and straight up clobber your enemy. But that kind of works out for him most of the time since he's a tank. Like, he has 200 HP. He's supposed to waltz up and beat the crap out of his enemies. However, Disco Chomper fills up his meter by swallowing his foes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's swallowing his foes is when he burrows and you see that red circle with like teeth showing. And that, or if you're behind a zombie player or whatnot that isn't like as big as a Gargantuar or a boss, I think, if that is. And then you swallow them. That's how you fill it. And I would have been okay if I had to do that like only 3 times. But if I counted correctly last time, I'm pretty sure you had to do it like 5 times. Which kind of is sad because I actually love the look of this character. And if it wasn't for that tedious legendary meter filling gimmick, actually he'd be probably everyone's favorite other than Hot Rod. But speaking about Hot Rod, my best pick for the Chomper class would be Hot Rod. Okay, so I guess we all kind of knew that's where it was going. Okay, so for one, obviously he's a melee attacker, but the upside of that is that I'm pretty sure he gets 2 speed upgrades. Well, I mean, it makes sense. He's literally based off of he's literally based off of those like souped up cars. And when you swallow a zombie, you literally go super speedy. Not like for a long time as like the thing, but like you just swallow them like that, and yeah, you can zoom. And that's also and that's excluding the fact that he already gets 2 speed upgrades, which if you ask me is kind of insane. And yeah, I'm pretty sure though he also loses 50 HP, but like Agent P, I think that it's a good trade-off since he's actually very fast, like very fast, considering he's also a Chomper for crying out loud. And yeah, that's my pick for these Chomper class, which is Hot Rod Chomper. All right, moving. You serious? Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Anyway, moving on, we're going into Sunflower. Now, obviously, if you're watching my last video, I guess you would obviously know that my pick would go to Vampire Sunflower. Now, remember, I'm aware that it has lower HP. It has literally the 10 more points than an imp, and yet doesn't have the agile or small hitbox of an imp. But if you ask me, I think that's really well balanced with the fact that it has lifesteal. And you saw right there like 9 to 10 damage. That wasn't even a headshot. What's headshot? If I can aim. No wait, okay, I'm confused. So yeah, healer class, I can self-heal. I mean, scientists can throw out those mega heal bombs and those dispensers, but Sunflower has a flower that just shoots those suns randomly. So yeah, this would be my pick for the sunflower class. And if I'm wrong, I hope I'm not. I'm pretty sure it gets an upgrade for lifesteal. Yeah, vampiric upgrade. This upgrade increases the amount of health gained from vampiric attacks. So you can even increase how much health it gains from its attacks. So yeah, winner for sunflower class is vampire class. Vampire class. Oh my god. The winner for the sunflower class is vampire flower. I am so sorry. I am just so tired. For cactus. Now, cactus is a interesting character for me. For one, I have never played as any of them, as you can see, other than cactus, and that still is pretty weird. Cause, yeah, look at this. It's literally specialist, and that's like when I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't think cactus is suited for me. But Zen cactus is well, for one, the gimmick. The less ammo you have, the more damaging it does. Like, see, 20, 30, 3 shots of a cone head zombie. And if you ask me, it also has area of effect damage, which is very good, since a sniper is supposed to hit its target on spot. And if you miss, well, since it has area of effect, all is forgiven. And yeah. I don't really have much of a description for Zen Cactus, but yeah, Zen Cactus for the Cactus class. And now we are, oh my absolute goodness gracious, leave me be. And now for the, please excuse me for a moment. Alright, and now we could, okay, and now moving on to the zombie class. Again, if you haven't watched my top 5 characters, which I probably will change. I'm not going to delete the video, but I obviously will most likely change my opinion like within a week. So for Imp is Z7, and well, I'm pretty sure like all of you are like, seriously, another Z7 Imp user? Just get it over with. But yeah, Z7 Imp is good. I guess you could figure it out. If you can't, well, for one, he fires as fast as you could pull the trigger, so if you can click fast, like me, or you could just do this. Yeah, he fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. Also, if you have good aim, he deals really good damage. He deals good damage, fires as fast as you could click, and yeah. Overall, good thing. Just the annoying part is that he's locked behind a paywall. But yeah. Z7 Imp is good, his mech is good, pulls in enemies, and then if you just combine that with the slash attack, yeah, he's very good. Also, grass effect. Very funny. Okay, moving on to Super Brains. So this one was a tough one, because not many of you knew this, but Party Brains was actually the first Super Brains I mastered, the second being Toxic Brains. Because at first I was like, Party Brains was good, plus I also got him before Toxic Brains, so please don't blink attack me. But for Super Brains, it's gonna be Toxic Brains. So if you didn't hear what I said before, yeah, you fill up his legendary meter by literally punching your enemies. Now that's what I would call a blessing and a curse. The blessing being you don't even have to kill your enemies to fill up the meter. The curse being it's a melee attack, which is not good. He is tanky, yes, and that is good. Because imagine like having an imp having to use a fist attack to fill up his legendary meter. Like, see right there, easily filled. And he's also a toxic variant, so just by walking near enemies damages them. Sadly, that doesn't fill up your meter. But yeah, he's also like really, I guess he's like known to be one of the best legendary characters there. Just the fact that the way you fill it up is by melee attacking. Yeah, it's good, but it's also bad. Again, good in the sense it easily makes it the fastest way to fill up your legendary meter. But the bad side being that, yeah, you're literally gonna have to be on the front line, and you're probably gonna be I'm gonna get a lot of tension. But that's okay, cause he literally has the maximum HP of 210. So if you're lucky, he will live to do it. Just he will lose his bar if he dies. So there's that too. But so for Super Brains, it is Toxic Brains. Now for Captain Deadbeard, again, just like Cactus, I barely played as him. However, unlike Cactus though, I have maxed out 2 of them. That is right, Captain Cannon and Captain Partyman. Now at first, Captain Cannon was like good for me, like with the fact that you could fire literally a bomb at your enemies and pull the trigger to explode it afterward. But ever since I got into Master, I barely touched him ever since. And every time, and I've been playing characters where you either hold down the trigger or you spam it. I'm looking at UZ7, and now every time I play as him, I always see myself pulling the trigger like literally a millisecond after firing it, and seriously, that's not a good thing when your ammo is just blowing up in your own face. No, it doesn't do damage, but it definitely does give away your position, especially in multiplayer. So for this, it would be Captain Partyman. Now I guess some of you would be like, hold up, you're going with Captain Partyman? You're going with the Captain Partyman? Yes, I'm going with Captain Partyman as my top pirate zombie class top. I didn't even say that right. Yes, I'm choosing Captain Partyman as my number 1 pick for the Captain Deadpear class. Now deal with it. Because for one, he's yes, like basically all party characters, they're literally just reskins of their regular variants. And I actually kind of like him a lot, because like a scientist is also my most played character. So I like the fact that he has 2 options to go full sniper, but also could take, audio is glitching, he could also take out crowds with ease. And if you need to focus on a single target, you could zoom in. And then if you're ever like and then yeah, both deal good amounts of damage. Sniper doing like 25, and then close up dealing about 32, as I can see. The one downs, so it's pretty good to fill up the thing. And then yeah, of course, when you fill it up, you are faster, deal more damage. You deal more damage. I can't even think. You deal more damage, you move faster, basically your average party character. But yeah, that's why I like him. Also colorful colors, seriously. I like the colors. He also glows. I know for a sniper that you're supposed to kind of be unnoticeable, but come on, at this point anyone could spot this guy. So yeah, Captain Partyman for the pirate class. Now moving on to the classic characters. Foot Soldier. I guess you could already guess this. It's obviously Super Commando. Okay, now where do I begin? Okay, for one, he's my second most played character. My other being, you find out later. And yeah, literally 2 reload upgrades. Really good damage. Also, no recoil. If you don't know what recoil is, it's when a weapon is fired. You could go from something that shoots like this, or something that shoots like this. Every time it shoots, you recoil. And sometimes people could have a very, very, very sturdy aiming, and they'd be like, there's recoil? I never noticed. For me though, I am the complete opposite, so I can barely tell. Um, but yeah, he has good damage, fast firing, and then 2 reload upgrades. And for the third and final upgrade would be damage, if you ask me, because that gives you a lot of ammo and deals a lot of damage. Also, seriously, look at that. So yeah, obviously for foot soldier, it's super commando. Alright, moving on to engineer. So this was actually hard. This was a pretty hard decision for me to make because I barely play as the engineer. But I guess by the only one that actually was promoted, it's the welder. Yes, that's right. That's right, everyone. It's not AC Perry or Rhodey Z. I am a welder. I am a welder player when it comes to playing as an engineer. Now, why is that, one may ask? Well, for one, it's also the first engineer I ever bothered to play for that long of amount of time. And also fire damage. If you haven't really noticed, he's going to be the only character on this list that has fire damage. So come on, people, just let me put this fire character down on once. I mean, seriously, he literally has like a flamethrower that literally fires heat balls of doom, and fire damage is good. It's just kind of limited. So yeah, for the engineer, it is the welder. All right, moving on to the scientist. I guess if you watched my last video. Was it really not obvious? If you did not know this, computer scientist is my most played character. And I mean, seriously, who's surprised? Legendary character, can self-heal, for crying out loud, has warp so you can easily get in and out of close combat. Oh yeah, and by the way, I guess I haven't said, his damage in my eyes, he has insane long range damage, and then he shreds through crowds. He has a shotgun. Like, look at this, 54 damage, and I don't even have a reload upgrade, for crying out loud, on him, and he has one of the fastest reload speeds. And that's excluding the fact that you don't need a reload upgrade to achieve that. And if that didn't satisfy you, the icing on top of the cake, I hope I said that correctly, is, yeah, he's a legendary character. So yeah, crunch mode overpowered. And yes, I am aware he got a nerf, but seriously. And yes, I know some people think crunch mode is a little tedious. I mean, I guess if you're not used to everything being green and black. But honestly, I played him for 19 hours straight, and I played as him for 19 hours and more. So by now, I'm like, my screen is black and green? I never noticed. But yeah, OP character, you never change my mind. And now for the last character is the All-Star. And I guess you probably will know this one. It's the Kraken star. No, it's the baseball star. I don't know why, but it's also the first and only All-Star I ever bothered to actually play as. Interesting, isn't it? So yeah, good fire rate. Definitely very fast fire rate. It has imp punt, which is very viable. It has tackle. And this. To be quite honest, I never used it, so yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's really good character if you just want good firing speed. Just remember, don't hold that trigger down for a while or you're gonna be screwed. Unless you have the both overheat upgrades and overheat constant punishment upgrade thing, then sure, by all means, hold down the trigger as long as you want, as you can see here, because it does literally nothing. It's basically him just reloading. Basically, the overheat for this character, if you have both those overheat upgrades, it's basically just his reload, and it actually doesn't even last that long. So yeah, so yeah, that is all the characters for every single class in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Now, please be aware that this is my opinion, and my opinion alone. If you don't agree with it, that is fine. This is just my opinion. Some of you may agree, some of you may not agree, and that's fine. This is just this is my play style. But although I may change my opinion, because it kind of changes like a lot. So if that does, I may make a new or may not make a new. Honestly, my upload schedule is kind of screwed. But speaking of that, thank you to everyone who has been thank you to those 88 subscribers. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about you guys. Thank you for still being subscribers despite my upload time being, how do I say it, just really, really unorganized. So I'm really thankful that you 88 people have stayed, and it's sad to see that some people have unsubscribed. I'm hoping that we could reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. That'd be like practically a dream come true for me. It would make me the happiest small content creator of myself ever. So I hope we could get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And thank you to you people. You are the best for staying as a subscriber to this channel despite the somewhat bad uploading time. And with that, if you haven't, leave a like and subscribe. Comment if you want on what you liked or didn't like, what I should improve on. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.